Have you ever wanted to record a run in Mario Kart Wii? Well, fortunately, a lot of folks have wanted to do this, and a few years ago, the auto-tt-recorder GUI was created by Lucky Typhlosion, with some assistance of tools created over the years by many other players, which made recordings a pretty hands-off process. But have you ever wanted to, say, record your entire timesheet? Unfortunately, to do so in auto-tt-recorder is kind of a pain, since it takes a while to record a run, and then you have to adjust RKGs and outputs and check your computer like every 30 to 45 minutes for a few days to get it done. But this problem is no more. Introducing auto-tt-recorder, your way to set and forget auto-tt-recorder to record a bunch of runs without you having to do almost anything. Once set up, this Windows PowerShell program takes only 2 inputs, though you could just as easily make it completely inputless with just a couple changes, and it will record every RKG file contained in a folder of your choosing. With this program, we simply open up our batch file, copy the file path to our Ghosts folder, hit enter, copy the file path to our finished runs folder where you want the videos to store, hit enter, and then it goes. And as you can see, once it finishes encoding, both runs should be in the finished runs folder. And there they are. First things first, to get this to work, you obviously need the auto-tt-recorder set up. Once you do, you want to go into the auto-tt-recorder GUI and just set your settings for the config file. So just like set up recording a run, hit record, and then hit abort. And what that'll do is it'll get your config file set up so that you don't have to mess with it at all later. In order to make this work, we're creating a PowerScript file, which is the .ps1 file extension. So you're going to copy all the code. You're going to create a new text file, and you're just going to name it something like render.ps1. It doesn't really matter what it's called, but that's what I used, as long as it has the .ps1 file extension. And then you're going to go into it, you're going to paste all of the code, and you're going to make sure that you save. Now, once you've created the PS1 file, there is one more thing you need to do. You need to navigate through a bunch of folders to get the auto-tt-recorder GUI like base folder. And so if you watch the screen right now, I'm showing the navigation to it on my computer. It'll probably be pretty similar on yours. And this is what you want: auto-tt-recorder version 1.3.12 for GUI, or whichever version you're using. You're going to copy it as a path, and in the render.ps1, the third line where it says auto-tt-root, you're going to paste that path after the equal sign. And obviously you'll have to save it after making that modification to the PS1 file. Now there's a couple ways to run the program. The first thing you're going to want to do is open PowerShell. And you're going to run this command to allow the program to execute. You're just going to copy and paste it, hit enter, and then you're going to navigate to render.ps1. So basically just copy it as a path, the file path for it. You're going to paste it, hit enter, put in your file paths for the 2 folders as before, and it'll start going. But if you want an even easier way of running it, we're going to do it by creating a batch file to easily run it from that. So we're going to name it render .bat. And if it is as a txt file, you're going to paste this code into it, and we can later this goes the same for the PS1 file. If it happens while you're creating that ends up saving as a txt file. You can just modify the file extension by like going into whatever folder it's in. Make sure you have view on and having it show the file name extensions. And then going to the file and just deleting the file name extension. Because once you have the bat, that'll then act as the new file name extension. So I'm going to delete the .txt, hit yes to allowing it to change it, and now we have our batch file. And if we just double click on this, we can then just put in our folders and it'll start running. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope this is a helpful tool for y'all. I know it's going to be a helpful tool for me, and if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments.